Okay, welcome back. We've got ourselves another package of retro martial arts video game goodness. I've got a feeling I know what it is. I have been wrong before, but let's take a look and see what it is. Okay, let's see what we've got here. Street Fighter Collection on PS1. Whoa, 2-disc set if I recall correctly. Alright, let's have a look. These cases were always a pain. They really were. They always broke inside. You can see this has been broken on the outside. It's been broken down here. I don't know if you can see that. See that? So, let's open it up and hope the discs aren't bouncing around inside. Yes, they are. Okay. Alright. Like I said before, stupid cases these guys used to have. Alright. Street Fighter. We've got there disc 1 of 2 with Blanca. And our other disc there with Cammy in her Shadaloo costume. Bit interesting here how we've got two different kinds of artwork that they've used. Why they didn't stick to the same style for both discs, who knows? Okay. Bit of repair here. Bit of repair there. Yeah, these cases sucked, man. It's any wonder that these aren't scratched to all hell. Actually, yeah, look at that. They are clean. Real clean. Yeah, the PlayStation. The PlayStation 1. Coming from the background that I'm coming from in terms of video games, I was never a fan of the PlayStation 1. In fact, it was a disappointment from the get-go for me. When this did come out at the time, this was a disappointment when this was released because I was waiting for X-Men vs Street Fighter. And sure enough, when X-Men vs Street Fighter did come out on the PlayStation 1, well, that was bin-worthy anyway. But now that I look back, I really misjudged this game, or compilation of games. It's 3 games on here, and they're absolute winners. These things definitely hold up, unlike some other games from this time period. So this is definitely something that can complement my last package that I got. Here we go, this is something that complements this puppy. Early 90s meet late 90s. So, another piece for my collection, as you can see. Let's put this one away. Good times with this one, good times. Like I said, the PlayStation was a big disappointment to me. Why? Because I was a fan of fighting games, 2D fighting games. And well, the list of games that were available on the PlayStation back in the day, especially when the console first came out, just wasn't happy. I wasn't a big fan. Now about these games themselves, let's talk a little bit about the artwork here. Now, reasonable artwork. The choice of characters they have on here, it kind of puzzles me. So, here we've got, obviously, Ryu, who's our main cat. Chun-Li, again. We definitely need her there. T-Hawk and DJ are very prominent there. No disrespect to the people who are big fans of those characters. I never was. I was never a fan of the new challengers. And then over here you can see pieces of Cammy being covered up by the logo. Let's have a look at something else here. Okay. Alright, as you can see here, I've got 3 screenshots from the 3 games that are part of this compilation. So if I recall correctly, we've got Super Street Fighter 2, Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo, and then a special PlayStation only version of Street Fighter Alpha 2 Dash. Now the screenshots here, Super Street Fighter 2, and there's a picture of Super Street Fighter 2. Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo, but you've got a picture of Street Fighter Alpha 2 here for some reason. And then here, Street Fighter Alpha 2 Dash, but that's a picture of Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo. I mean, how do you make a mistake like that? The description here is corresponding to Street Fighter Alpha 2, so it's just the titles here that they've switched around. I don't know. Now, back to the games. Super Street Fighter 2, when that first came out, that was exciting because it was something new. You know, by this time we'd already had Street Fighter 2 The World Warrior, Street Fighter 2 Champion Edition, Street Fighter 2 Champion Edition, the hacks like Rainbow Edition, Black Belt Edition, Street Fighter 2 Hyper Fighting. By this stage, you know, it was getting pretty stale. Super Street Fighter 2 came out, the new challenges, and it was cool, it was fun, but there were a lot of elements that I just did not like. The new announcer's voice was just ridiculous. I mean, you compare it to the original voice, this is what it sounds like.
Round one, fight!
Round one, fight!
And then the way the new characters looked in comparison to the old characters. Again, because it was a revision on an old game. They just did not look like they belonged there. And when people talk about Street Fighter 2, they make references to DJ or Cammy. It's like, to me, man, that's not Street Fighter 2. The 8 original characters and the 4 boss characters. That's what Street Fighter 2 was to me. The new challenges, that wasn't Street Fighter 2 for me, in my opinion anyway. By the time Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo had come out, the game and its mechanics were completely different. I like it, it's fun, but I don't get the same satisfaction from playing this game as I do when I play this. Now, on the other side of the fence, we've got Street Fighter Alpha. Now, the Street Fighter Alpha series, I absolutely love. You know, or as they were known in Japan, Street Fighter Zero. Now, the game that's included on here is Street Fighter Alpha 2 Dash, and it's like a tricked out special edition version of Street Fighter Alpha 2. I absolutely love this game. For me, and in my opinion, in my head, this is the pinnacle of what a Street Fighter game should be. All the greatest elements from all the previous games, the beautiful artwork, you know, fresh new characters alongside the classic characters. You just could not go wrong with this game. It's great to actually be able to own this again. I don't know whether or not I should even put these CDs in here because they're just going to fall out. Let's see. You know, nice looking CDs. Did I just snap something there? Anyway, yes, the wonders of PlayStation 1. Anyway, alright, let's close that up. Cool. So, going straight into the collection, another goodie for my games collection there. Can't actually play this because I probably put my foot through my old PlayStation back in the day anyway, due to the constant disappointments with their releases. Can you tell that I wasn't a fan of the PlayStation when it came out? Anyways, it's good to have this one again. it's good to give a bit of a rant about my opinion on this as well. In my opinion, I do think that Street Fighter Alpha 2 Dash is the pinnacle of Street Fighter games for me. A lot of people will disagree with me. That's cool. I just don't play the new games. This was where it ended for me, and it ended on a high note. So, thanks for joining me. Join me again next time for another opening of a retro video game, martial arts related of course.